This is an administrative hearing being held on November 1925, or 2025, sorry, in the LaGrange County Annex Building. This hearing is being recorded. This hearing is being conducted pursuant to the laws of the state of Indiana as found in IC 6-1.1-1-1. The proceeding number is 44-012-25-0-5-00009. The parcel number is 44-03-26-100-020-007-012. The property address is 5950 North 175 West, Howe, Indiana, 46746. The assessment year under appeal is 2025. Does everyone present agree with the year under appeal is as stated?
Yes.
My name is Kim Fairchild, and I'm Secretary of PTABOA.
The following other persons are here representing the PTABOA,
Joe Billman.
and I'm Deborah Notstein. There is no one here representing the taxpayer. The following persons are here representing the County Assessor's Office.
Kim Fairchild.
Josh Pettit with Nexus.
Will all persons who may be witness in this hearing, please raise your right hand to be sworn in. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Since the taxpayer is not here, we will let the county present their case. So go ahead.
Yeah, it should be noted that you'll find an appraisal from the taxpayer. That's what they submitted as evidence in there. It's just the county's belief that this appraisal came back at 245, I think. Is that what I saw? Yeah, 245,000, but the taxpayer paid 390 for it. So it's kind of confusing how they can pay 390 for a property that only appraised for 245. In light of that, we felt like the sales price was the most indicative of what it was worth, since that's what a willing buyer and a willing seller decided the value was.
Other properties within this subdivision, what kind of sales have they had?
I don't even know if we looked up that. I can tell you that this is on the east side of South Twin.
Mhm.
And I don't know in the last couple of years, but I know 300,000 doesn't scare me on that coast. So, I mean, they've had quite a few sales going back a number of years that would have been in that range. And there is some property on South Twin for sale for quite a bit more than that. But honestly, when we saw what they paid for it, we didn't really look into it too much deeper.
Well, I am familiar with that subdivision, and there are some very nice homes back in there.
Sure.
And you said they paid 390?
Yeah.
So assessed value on the property to the north is 380,000, and property to the south is 368. Okay. I want to scan through the appraisal real quick for just a moment.
Yeah, and I would say that house to the north is considerably nicer. I know that house. I've been out there a couple times for some new construction stuff, but
And what was the
That makes a difference.
final county price that you had?
we're at 315.7.
7. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I was looking at the right place.
Yeah.
So I want to see if the comps that he used were also waterfront.
Looks like from what I see, the comps that he used were not even on that lake.
And I'll be the first to admit, as someone with a lake house very close to these lakes, I'm always comparing all of the lakes north of town.
Are you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think it's if you want a lake house and you don't care where you are in the county, most people would go south, right? They would go down to our Whitmer and our
Adams.
Oliver Lakes
Mhm.
and stuff like that. But speaking as someone who wanted to be closer to Sturgis and also be, close to LaGrange, there's only 3 or 4 options.
Correct.
on the north side. So I would say Cedar and North and South Twin, and even to a degree Still Lake are fairly similar.
Mhm.
You know, I don't know if that helps or hurts our case there, but they're not going to be able to find comps just on South Twin.
Okay. I am not a lake person, so I
Yeah.
All right.
freely admit that.
Madam Chairman, I'd like to make a motion based upon the following evidence presented of a sale price of, you said 390,000 is what was paid for the property. The appraisal of the 245, the assessor's value of 315,700 does not seem out of line to me. So I'd like to make a motion to accept the assessor's appraisal.
I will second that motion. So we have a motion and a second to accept the county's assessed value at 315,700 after reviewing the evidence. Is there any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Okay. Do you guys have Jerry Lee Miller next?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Mhm.
This is an administrative hearing being held on November 19th, 2025 in LaGrange County Annex Building. This hearing is being recorded. This hearing is being conducted pursuant to the laws of the state of Indiana as found in IC 6-1.1-1-1. The proceeding number is 44-015-25-0500011. The parcel number is 44-05-02-400-000.029-015. The property address is 930 East Country Lane, Shipshewana, Indiana, 46565. The assessment year under appeal is 2025. Does everyone present agree with the year under appeal is as stated?
Yes.
My name is Kim Fairchild, and I'm Secretary of PTABOA.
The following other persons are here representing the PTABOA,
Joe Billman.
and I'm Deborah Notstein. There is no one here representing the taxpayer. The following persons are here representing the county assessor's office.
Kim Fairchild.
Josh Pettit with Nexus.
Will all persons who are may be witness in this hearing, please raise your right hand to be sworn in. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, do.
Since the taxpayer is not present, we'll let the county present their evidence.
Yeah, our only evidence is we do have a sales comparison grid there with a couple of sales on Country Lane from last year. The true sale prices were $295 and $290. The taxpayer thinks that their property is not worth much more than what they paid for it at $230, saying no more than $260. But all the sales are over that, and it should be noted that in a lot of these cases, these houses are much smaller. I mean, the one's only 1,000 square feet, and it sold for $290, and his is 1,900 square feet. So we're not asking for the comped out price, which comes up to like 270 or 370, excuse me. We're just saying keep it at the same at 321.7 where it currently is. And I think the sales support that.
Is it 315?
Oh, was there a small change? What? Oh, I'm looking at this right here. Sorry, I was looking at the sales comp. I don't know why that has a
Yeah, I
slightly
have,
different
so,
value.
and also,
317.9.
when I was looking over the land, we, back in 2015, we combined lot 3 and 4. This is Jerry Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we combined lot 3 and 4 and somewhere along the line, we neglected to assess the lot that was combined.
Hmm.
So I also added the assessment for that second lot.
Okay.
Is that where the new number might be coming from?
That,
the
so the
134?
land went up.
So the taxpayer had a couple of years of discounted value
Since 2015.
since 2015.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Can you just open that up real quick? Let's make sure that's the exact width. Let's give them the exact width number or the 134 number.
Yep.
I mean, I can add that up here, I suppose, too. This should be, I think we want to make sure that they're getting our last offer
Mhm.
is what we're asking you guys to agree to. So I just want to make sure you have the right number. Because there was some slight changes here and there with that additional lot. And then making some changes to the improvements to get closer to where we were before. Okay, yeah, 315.7. Is that what you guys
I'm at
think?
315.7.
Okay. So yeah, we're asking the board to agree to 315,700. And
Okay,
that's
my
after-
card here says 317.9.
I know, I don't think you have the updated card.
Okay.
That's what I was, throwed me off also.
315.
700.
7.
Okay.
And the sales comp, I think, was before they made a small adjustment to the improvements to kind of get back to where it was
Yeah.
originally assessed.
Okay.
So that's why I started at 321. That wasn't right. 317 is not right. It's 315.7 was the offer given to the taxpayer, and we would like you to agree to that.
Okay.
Okay, and that does include both lots being assessed properly. at this
Yeah,
time.
so I tried to, tried, even though he's not been assessed for that second lot, if we would have added that second lot, it would have gone way up. So I tried to keep it around the 317.
Okay.
So it ended up being around 315.7.
When is that area scheduled for its next reassessment?
When was it last? It was last done.
It
in
was just
20
done.
It was just 26. It was
Yeah.
just this year.
Okay, so you got another 4 years.
Yeah.
So in 4 years, you would pick up the true value of that second lot.
Well, so what I did is I actually adjusted the grade of the house. So
Okay.
that is what would be.
So the taxpayers
lots-
looking at probably another 3 to 4 years before any major changes or in grading or anything could come down on property.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. There'll be annual adjustments, of course,
Mhm.
up or down,
Yeah.
whatever the market's doing. But yeah, unless they pull a permit, we won't go back out to that house until
Okay.
Right.
it'd be 2029 for 2030's
Okay.
assessment. Yeah. Don't we be talking about those way out in the future dates? Holy
Mhm.
cow. We're all gonna get old by then.
Madam Chairman, based upon the evidence presented, I would like to make a motion to go with a recommended number of 315,700 as the assessed value on the Miller property.
I will second that. So we have a motion to accept the county's value at $315,700. Is there any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, motion carries.
I'll try to pay attention.
I had Osborne.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I don't remember looking at this one. I don't think she came up on my list yesterday. Doing sales tax, Mr. I don't think so.
Just a second.
Give us a second. Yeah.
I don't think so. This is what, I think this was,
Well, while we work on this one, give me your computer and then pull up other columns. I want to see what other stuff sold out there. Because we're not anywhere close to what they ultimately paid for.
are we okay with this?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
good with this one. I looked
Okay.
at this one. Yeah.
This is an administrative hearing being held on November 19, 2025 in LaGrange County Annex Building. The hearing is being recorded. This hearing is being conducted pursuant to the laws of the state of Indiana as found in IC 6-1.1-1-1. The proceeding number is 44-010-25-0-5-00016. The parcel number is 44-10-17-400-000.059-010. The property address is South 150, LaGrange, Indiana, 46761. The assessment year under appeal is 2025. Does everyone present agree with the year under appeal is as stated?
Yes.
My name is Kim Fairchild, and I'm Secretary of PTABOA.
The following other persons are here representing the PTABOA.
Joe Billman.
I'm Deborah Notstein. There is no one here representing the taxpayer. The following persons are here representing the county assessor's office.
Kim Fairchild.
Josh Pettit with Nexus.
Will all persons who are may be witness in this hearing, please raise your right hand to be sworn in. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Since the taxpayer is not present, we'll let the county give us the evidence of the case here.
Yeah, so this is always one of those difficult ones because you're not going to find a bunch of sales comps of back lot garages on Oliver. But I will tell you that, I think Fred, in trying to plead his case, made our case slightly. And so I'm just going to kind of read what he wrote, is that the only improvement to the garage was an inexpensive coat of paint and an equally inexpensive, not high-end roof. I'm going to skip the part, it's a shame you can't fix up your property without getting attacked for it, basically. But said the roof was leaking, and they made it aesthetically pleasing to match the house. It's the exact same garage. This is the quote I want to make sure you guys hear. It's the exact same garage, but now functional again because of a roof and pretty because of paint. The structure has not changed. I would argue the structure's changed a lot if it stopped leaking and has become functional again. So I do think there's a little bit to, he kind of hurts himself by saying it wasn't functional, basically, is what he was saying before, and now it is. That being said, I don't know what it's worth. There is no comps for this, right? I mean, I hate to put this on you, Joe, but my question is, you're out there, you know this area better than us.
I have driven by this property hundreds of times, probably thousands of times, going to my parents' cottage further down on Oliver Lake. I'm familiar with the garage. Extremely functional as far as the way that where it sits. I'm sure that they, like everybody else around the lakes, wishes it was larger. It was originally built probably, or rebuilt, what, 30, 35 years ago, I'm guessing. So the roof was probably needed. So the assessed value you have right now on the property, the back lot with the garage is 67,500.
Yes. 675.
All I can say is I wish I had that garage upon my back lot.
Yeah, can you back that up too? This is 150, right? So yeah.
Yes. That is the east side of Oliver Lake, heading south from the T, heading back towards the old Wainwright Band Camp. And it is high on the hill. And
this had some, I like I said, I came prepared just to say what this thing is worth is difficult to figure out,
Mhm.
right? But I didn't realize it also has that whole upstairs. So I don't know even if that's just storage.
I believe it is storage.
Yeah,
I've never seen them use
It's
it
not
as
just
a
a regular
rental.
garage where you put a couple cars in your boat or jet ski or whatever. There's also additional storage up there. It's just, I just keep going back to at the lake. It's gold. You know, you've heard me say that on multiple lakes. That storage space is gold because it's so hard to come by.
All I can say right now is if that property were to come up for sale for the dollar figure listed, I would write them a check for it this moment.
So it's got that worth it. Yeah, I wasn't sure. So, I
Mhm.
mean, I said, like, I hate to put it back on you, but I think you know the area.
I would be ecstatic if I could buy that property. For
That reminds me of an
dollar
appeal a
figure.
long time ago on the only vacant lot right there, just a
Mhm.
couple doors down on the lake,
Correct.
where a taxpayer came in and said if it went on the market, people would buy it before they could finish putting it on the. It would be so quick,
Mhm.
so fast. Somebody would buy that for whatever their ask is. So maybe not quite the same for the back garage, whatever they ask, but right at the current assessed value, it's worth that. So I think you guys have
All right.
the information you need.
Based upon the information presented and the difference between the taxpayer's estimated value of 60,000 and the county assessor of 67,500, I'd like to make a motion to accept the county's assessment of 67,500 for the property.
I'll second that. There's been a motion to accept the county's value at 67,500. Is there any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, motion carries. When you mentioned garage, that is not what I imagined in my head until I saw that.
Oh, when you saw it, yeah.
I agree. That was,
It's hard to tell, but it kind of feels like it's a metal roof on. Just kind of
100
chuckle when
years.
I saw that picture. It's like, what's high end? All right, are we doing Mr. Yoder's last here?
So this would be his business and his personal residence,
I
or would this be?
believe this is a rental.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, this is one of the goofy assessments in the world, but
This is an administrative hearing being held on November 19, 2025, in the LaGrange County Annex Building. This hearing is being recorded. This hearing is being conducted pursuant to the laws of the state of Indiana as found in IC 6-1.1-1-1. The proceeding number is 44-017-25-0-1-00003. The parcel number is 44-04-36-200-002.000-017. The property address is 6495 West 450 South, Shipshewana, Indiana, 46565. The assessment year under appeal is 2025. Does everyone present agree with the year under appeal is as stated?
Yes.
My name is Kim Fairchild, and I'm Secretary of the PTABOA.
The following other persons are here representing the PTABOA.
Joe Billman,
I'm Deborah Notstein. The taxpayer is not present. The following persons are here representing the County Assessor's Office.
Kim Fairchild,
Josh Pettit with Nexus.
Will all persons who are may be witness in this hearing, please raise your right hand to be sworn in. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
yes.
I do.
Since the taxpayer is not present, I'll let the county present the case for this parcel.
Yeah, so just some real quick background. We won't even get into a little bit of representation issues. I will say that the Yoder property in this case is rental information was given to the tune of $1,000 a month. I don't know if you've looked at the property, but it's 27 acres. It's a house, it's a barn, it's a Quonset. If it's truly worth $1,000 a month, then the gross multiplier is like 500. So we don't have not everything gets a gross multiplier. I think that's the common misconception that if it's a rental, I deserve a gross multiplier. And that's just not the truth. There's no law that says you automatically have to develop a gross multiplier. The DLGF says the preferred method for single family duplexes, triplexes type of places, but preferred does not mean mandatory. And the only way you can develop a gross multiplier is to have sales of similar properties and rents of similar properties, right? So I will tell you that the 2023 sale price of $500,000 would have to be reduced because we have ag assessments, right? That would lower the actual true tax value from the market value because we have those ag rates. Even if you said $10,000 an acre for their 21 acres of ag land, it puts the sale price around $290 and we're at $253. So we're even less than that with their current state. It's at 90% complete. It has obsolescence on it from some previous work. And so the assessor's office maintains that our current value is very close, if not a little low, to what it should be assessed at. And the taxpayer did send, or the representation sent some information that they couldn't make it today, but it was too late. And we said, we're going to hear the case anyways. So we're asking that you find in favor of the county's current assessment, which is $253,200, which was the same value as last year.
the estimated $10,000 per acre number that you quoted, based upon sales within the county in that area, how much of a reduction is that over other land sales?
Currently Van Buren's land's only assessed to $8,000 an acre for excess res.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's behind. I don't hate 10,000 in Van Buren, but 12,000 could be. That whole side of the county, like you would not scare if you went to Eden, which is south of Shipshewana,
Mm-hmm.
and told me that land was selling for 25,000 an acre, I wouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't even dawn on me. So I just used 10,000 because math was easy.
Okay.
But if you do 12,000, we're right on.
So the $10,000 figure is at or below probably true sale price per acre.
Yeah, which you got to keep in mind that inversely affects what the assessment should be. The higher the land rate, the more of a reduction from sale price you would take.
Mhm.
So, even if we took another 2,000 per acre at that 20 acres, that's another 40,000. Now all of a sudden, we're exactly where it should be. We're within $3,000 of that number. So, I just use 10,000 for easy math, not because I was trying to convince you guys one way or the other. I think this is not a rental property. That's my first thought. This is not, I don't care if they pay rent or not. It's not a rental property when it comes to traditional rental property.
Is there any indication, are the occupants of the property related in any way?
No one's talked to us, so we have no idea who lives there,
Okay.
how we don't even know what the $1,000 is for. Maybe it's just for the house.
That was
Maybe
my
they get-
question. So
Maybe they get no barns or anything.
they're claiming it's a rental property, but they're not giving you any information as to exactly what's being rented or,
Yeah, just submitted a typical like rental tax form.
yeah, that's what I saw. And
Yeah.
so,
that's what we
and,
need.
okay. Well, I would pay $1,000 a month to rent all of that, I think, if I needed a place.
Take a look at that house a little bit more.
And this is not the overall assessment.
Even if you took that and broke it down to, for $1,000, renting a 1 acre tract with just a house on it
What's our gross multiplier for a single fam here? 1,
in the land,
110?
I don't think the numbers are out of line.
I don't either.
Yeah, I would say, I don't know exactly what our gross multiplier is, 'cause I didn't look it up, but I would say for a single family, we're over 100. So, 100 times 1,000 is 100,000.
Mhm.
So if you look at just the house, it's 88,000 currently, and the land is 32. That's a, 120,000. So, I mean, we're pretty close on just that also, but our gross multiplier could be, it's 119, I know, in Noble County for a single family. So, we could be more like a 110 or a 112 here. I didn't look it up.
If you just look at the picture here, we have the house area, then we have a gate open here out to where the Quonset building is. So
It appears that whoever is occupying the house is
it's
using
occupied some of the
they're
ground.
using, looks like they have an area for a horse and
Yeah, and then the rest, I mean, this up here.
Yeah,
looks
I'll
like-
be honest, they're not doing anything illegal, but this is all an accounting book thing. This
Yeah.
is a rental for accounting purposes only.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I just. yeah.
Which the person who filed the appeal is an accountant, so that's
Mhm.
that's what they're looking at. They're looking at the
Mhm.
accounting side, and the federal accounting laws have nothing to do with what we do. This
Okay.
is,
Madam Chairman, based upon the evidence presented, I would like to make a recommendation that we approve the assessor's office assessment of $253,200. Is that correct? The correct number?
say that number again?
$253,200.
Yes.
I will second that.
I just wanna make sure we're not
We have a
doing
motion
overall.
to accept the assessor's value at $253,200. Is there any further discussion?
It's not the same.
Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carries.
Yes, that value is for the overall parcel, land and everything. Yep. So
Okay.
And that's how it was already done, so.
I'm
All right, folks, so what we've got left for today, are we